Hey everybody, Courtney Smith here with an outlook on employment and the coming recession. The current employment boom is about to collapse. The current situation right now is looking good. The unemployment rate is at record lows. Number two, there are more job openings than people applying for them, which is incredible. The economy is still expanding, although at a much weaker level, and wages are rising. So that's the current situation. However, as an investor, I have to live in the future, not the present. There are some big warning signs that suggest we're about to turn the corner and start to see some bad numbers in the employment sectors. Well, what are these factors? Number one, small business outlook is at record lows. It's plunging. Large businesses are not the drivers of employment. Small companies are. In fact, are you ready for this? The same number of people work for the S&P 500 companies as did in 1950. They don't grow employees. It's small companies that drive employment. So this drop in outlook by small business is a precursor for a halt in hiring later in the year. Number two, rising wages are one reason why small businesses are so pessimistic. They can't afford to hire more people. So they will hang on to who they have and possibly just pay them for extra hours. So we should see wages go up a little bit more as there's more overtime, but the total payments to workers will not go up. We're also going to see small business and big business substitute capital goods for labor because labor is getting so expensive. Notice, for example, that McDonald's is replacing staff with kiosks around the world. Now, all of the above is related to some of the reasons I'm looking for a recession to hit early next year. Let me explain. Real wages are declining. Yes, nominal wages are rising at over 5% annual rate, but inflation is rising faster. We just saw 8.3%. So people are seeing their paychecks decline. Now, in particular, they're seeing their daily needs jumping at rates often over 10%. And I'm talking about things like housing, up double digits, gasoline, it seems like triple digits, food, air conditioning, heating. These are the things that every day we have to pay for. We don't have a lot of choice there. These are the things we use every day. And inflation is actually being held to only 8.3% because services are just now starting to climb rapidly. So I would argue that real wages are actually declining faster than the official rate because it's these daily items that are going up at double-digit rates. And for poor people, they're getting wiped out by inflation, which means that people will stop spending on things that are discretionary. Sure, they'll still spend money on services like haircuts and going to the doctor and drugs that they need and so on and so forth, but goods will be shunned. I'd like to get a new car, but I'll hang on to this one for another year. I'd love to get an 80-inch TV, but I'll hang on to my 55-inch TV a little longer, and so on. So a lot of decisions are going to be pushed off into the future. So manufacturers of discretionary goods, like my examples, are starting to get hit right now. Now, here's the sequence of events that you will see as the recession unfolds. We will start to see all discretionary consumer goods, with the possible exception of luxury goods, start to slow and move into reverse. And that will include things like autos, refrigerators, TVs, houses, but home improvement will likely do okay. So what this means is the manufacturing sector will go into recession by the end of this year, probably fourth quarter. And what that means then is if we want to make money from this, which of course is the point of this this exercise that we're doing, is we're going to have to short things like sector ETFs, buy inverse ETFs. We're going to want to short stocks that are in those sector ETFs And we're going to want to sell stocks that represent suppliers to those sectors. Now, of course, if you want to see the exact stocks that I'm shorting, you really should learn more about my weekly video newsletter, Wall Street Winners. The link is below. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.